the Crisis on Infinite Earths,
Right.
just to watch them all in order. So
Boy, that was so hard to follow.
damn, we just watched one, two, three, and four.
Phew.
Yeah, yes,
Boy, that was hard to go through.
yeah, but it's pretty cool because if you just watch those, I mean, you can follow the story there. You know, it's because those are like a story within a story. You know.
Right, right. Every one was a different story arc.
Yeah. Well, they yeah. So damn, it was crazy because we got to see in the first one you get to see I guess it's the first one's on Supergirl.
Right.
So obviously they play the original Superman music, and you know, if you're like old school like me, you hear that music and you know it hits you in the feels, you know, and the whole dun, 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 dun.
How can it not?
Yeah. And then the other one, number 2, is on Batwoman. That one we had to go to the CW because that's not on Netflix yet.
Right.
And as it's starting, I mean, some guy's reading the newspaper, and you just start hearing 1989 Batman's theme song.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, oh shit, man! They just
Fuck.
They just fucking reel you in. So it's like that. The third one, it's a little bit more developed. And the third one, that's on the Flash, and that's where Lucifer makes his little cameo and tries to put the moves on Oliver's daughter. You know, like, hey, hello, what do you desire? You know.
She's like, I want some Satan dick. That's what I want.
No, well, more than likely it was like, I just want my daddy back. And he's like, oh, daddy issues.
He was like, I can be that. Daughter of Arrow, you have failed this city. Now,
suck some devil dick.
Penance.
suck some devil dick. I'm like,
that's right.
That's just wrong, man. What the fuck? But anyway, it looks like we're back on the cursory overload page. You have failed
this city. Take this arrow dick.
Oh, gosh. You are sick. And I'm pretty sure somewhere out there, some motherfucker already made a porn. And I'm sure if you search through Pornhub, you'll find something stupid like that. Because why not, right?
Right.
Oh, shit. Well, since we already went down to fucking... we went down and dirty now. Well, this show, I guess... We were shooting this shit before we were recording, and a few days ago I was telling you. How old were you the first time you came across a dirty magazine? Let me ask you that, just out of curiosity.
Let's see, how old was I? I don't know, probably 8 or 9.
About third, fourth grade?
Yeah, you see, there was this, and you know, hindsight being 2020, I can see all the warning signs now, but at the time I don't know. I guess I didn't. There was every month or every other month they would have a garage sale weekend in the neighborhood I grew up in, where the whole neighborhood would have garage sales, right?
Okay.
And so there was this one house, this one old guy had a garage sale every time that there was one. He had it, and he always had a bunch of stuff out in the driveway. But then if you went into the garage, that's where he had his adult stuff, like adult novelties. Now I don't know where he necessarily got them all, and a lot of them were older, you know, like dirty keychains and dirty pens and whatnot. You know, where if you click it, you know, the girl's top gets taken off and whatnot.
Oh, okay.
But he never minded us kids going back there and playing with this stuff and checking it all out, right? He never, ever minded.
I guess he figured that you little punks are going to come across it anyway, right? So, yeah, what the fuck ever.
And so I guess I went over there and saw that. That was about probably, I remember, as far as I remember, that was about the first time. But I do know that one summer, I forget how old I was. I had to have been at like 12 or 13. He sold me a box of Playboys for like $5. But he didn't explain to me the significance of the box, like what the contents within the box. It wasn't until I was older and found out my mom had thrown them all away that I realized that it was all of the issues from the very first one forward.
Damn.
Up until like I don't know, early 80s. So it was like from the very first episode or issue all the way forward until the early mid to mid 80s.
And the Beastie Boys prophecy comes true.
Yep.
Now your mom threw away your best porno mag.
Oh yeah, she was hot when she found them.
Oh,
and then she threw them all away, and to this day I'm like, oh, I can't believe you did that.
That'd be worth some money now, assuming I
Well,
didn't.
then Hugh Hefner's dead now. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you ain't getting it like that no more. So that was my first inclination. Truth being told, I kind of wonder if that old dude was grooming us to fucking do something dirty with us. But
you never know nowadays, right?
Yeah,
just never got the chance.
Then, but yeah, just for whatever reason, it just never worked out. At least not for any of us or those that I knew. So how about you? How old were you?
Yeah, about 8 or 9. Yeah, 3rd, 4th grade. Let's see. Shit. We had just arrived from Cali over here, and we were staying at an uncle's house. And I guess his kids, I guess they're cousins, they knew where he kept his stash. So, when they were out there, I think it must have been like Christmas Eve or something. They're all drinking over there, and they locked us up in the room so we wouldn't disturb them, and supposedly so we wouldn't see when Santa arrived. We got into the porn stash, all the Penthouse magazines, and some that I cannot remember. They were not like named. They were not Playboy. They were not names that I recognized. They were just dirty as fuck,
Nice.
And we were like, "Holy shit! I didn't know you could do that."
I didn't know that went there.
They're like, seriously, I didn't know you did. Damn.
A bowling ball? Really?
Things like that. I mean, it was like, yeah, it's an apple in a woman's anus for the first time. Yeah.
Hey, why not? Apple a day.
Keeps the doctor away, so they say, right? Yeah, so around that time, yeah. And, of course, as we got older, we somehow figured out where to get it,
Right.
As teenagers, Sometimes you would just find them, I guess, because people would throw them away, and you would just happen to be the lucky kid that came across the.
Yeah, it was always you never knew. Like you never know when you were going to get them. Like you would just happenstance just be do. Oh shit! Look!
Damn!
Wow! I can't wait to show my friends.
Yeah, something like that, and then somebody would do something stupid with it, rip it, and fight would break out, and
everybody beat their ass, and then
they
until you were the kid that did the same shit.
Yeah, something like that. And eventually, whoever got their ass beat, would go out and narc everyone out, and sometimes we got a beating for being little pervs.
God damn it! Jesus is watching you, you little perv.
Something like that. Something like that. Yeah, well, no, I was just thinking about that the other day. It's like, dang, because nowadays, I mean, they don't have to really work hard to get porn. I mean, if they have a tablet, if they have a phone, chances are they have access to it.
They just turn it on, and there it is.
Pretty much. And so,
it's kind of worrisome, you know what I mean? Like, you almost wonder if overexposure might actually happen.
Yeah, probably desensitizes everybody.
Yeah,
just like
because like it was always like a special thing, at least for us. It was always kind of special. Like, oh wow, look at this.
Yeah.
But now it's just like it's everywhere. You know what I
mean? Whatever. I've seen that already.
Or like when you'd be watching a movie and a pair of boobs would flash across the screen. You know what I mean? Ooh. Like that instantly became your favorite movie. But now it's like it's everywhere. Hell, you probably even watch it on the news half the time.
You remember how we would like on VCRs pause it right? We would like go back to that scene and just pause it right
Just
there.
pause it.
Whenever that happened, I mean, yeah, either I think Porky's or whatever movie we were watching.
Yep. Oh, good Lord.
Porky's.
Yep.
What you
Porky's and Revenge of the Nerds.
Revenge of the Nerds. Yeah, damn.
Animal House.
Yep.
All them old school ones. But yeah, so that's my introduction into porn, if you will.
Yep. And of course, the internet has revolutionized that because we all know that in reality, the internet is for porn. I mean, that.
Well, it's saving Italy, God damn it.
Oh, God.
No, they do things differently over there to begin with, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, and then we get back from our vacation and then realize, or find out that we're in quarantine because well, at least my wife is in quarantine. I put myself in quarantine after I found out what her work had said, being that she works at a hospital. I guess we had went some places and did some, in some areas that were hotspots for this this wonderful COVID that we still are dealing with.
Yeah, so, I mean, I figured, yeah, it was probably a little early for a vacation, but.
Yeah, well,
it is what
we weren't going to normally. I don't know, for whatever reason, we didn't just plan it like this. The way it happened was we were supposed to be on our cruise right now.
Yeah.
Or during that time, and we had already gotten the time off of work, and we said, well, fuck it, if we already got the time approved from work,
yeah, might as well use it, right?
Might as well use it. You know what I mean? Like we already got the PTO and all that kind of stuff, so we just took off and. In Tennessee is almost all opened up. Like they're still doing some half capacity, but for the most part, they're all wide open.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, like we took my daughter to a trampoline park, and all their go-kart places were open. Everything, state parks were open.
Well, here they're opening a lot of things too, but for the most part, right now we're still like, not yet. We're not.
No,
going.
Here. Most of the retail is open back up, but then like the gyms and stuff like that are still closed.
I guess the gyms are starting or they're going to open, but now for what I heard, some gyms are going to be by appointment. So you'll have to like make an appointment where you're going.
Right.
Time slot.
I know.
They can only have so many people.
The gym we go to, that's the way it is normally. Because it's the hot, it's the hot works, and the way they do it is you're inside of the little sauna, so they have to space it apart. So before you go, you just go on your app, set the time you want to go, and just arrive, and do the thing. So for us, that's not that big of a difference. We've been doing it since they opened, but as of right now, they're still not. They're still not open. Per the governor, they're not allowed. Shout out to Danny and the boys over there. But yeah, so talking about that though, did you read that a lot of stores are starting to have closures? Like Pier 1 Import is talking about closing all of its stores.
Yeah, I heard that this timeout that we had bankrupted a lot of places.
Yeah, which is. I don't know. It's kind of crazy. And Victoria's Secret is talking about closing half of its stores, if not all of them.
Yeah, I heard that.
And then Golden Corral is talking about closing quite a bit of stores or, locations. Mainly because a lot of people are, it's a buffet. People just aren't.
Yeah, that's a problem right there. People just, you don't know. People stick their hands in there. That you wash your hands or they
right. Well, I know my family, we quit going to buffets a long time ago. I mean, quite a few years ago, we stopped going just because we don't eat enough in one sitting to make it worth the price to begin with.
We were getting to that point too, where it was like we used to go. The kids loved it because of the desserts. They could just go over, get ice cream, get cake, get this, but we were not eating as much either, so.
Yeah, so for me, that's not that big of a deal. I know some families though they do it quite